In the dark, miles apart, made a promise that I'm coming out alive. Raging heart, went too far. I will never lose myself again, or I was calling you, did you hear me? I lost my way, lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights with no escape. Nightmares taking me over, and now I'm wide awake, and now I'm wide awake. Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times, feel waves I break. The nightmare's finally over, and now I'm wide awake, and now I'm wide awake. Blinding lights, burning eyes. I can see myself and I don't need to hide. My foolish pride paid the price. I will never leave again, I'm by your side. I was calling you, did you hear me? I lost my way, lost my way. I was trapped in 1,000 nights with no escape. Nightmares taking me over, and now I'm wide awake, and now I'm wide awake. Oh, I died like 1,000,000 times, feel waves I break. The nightmare's finally over, at night as I hear the storm howling, losing my child, taken by the tide. Nowhere to hide, I don't know. Broken bonds, broken souls. Baby, you know how it goes. Bloodstains on the phone. Baby, calling home, but there's no one home. If I'm a superhero, then where the hell did I go? When you needed me most, I was lost like a ghost. Nothing but a story told. If I'm a superhero, then where the hell did I go? When you needed me most, I was lost like a ghost. Nothing but a story told. Oh, I just wanna cry, but fuck it, I'll keep on trying. I'm not losing my child, fighting for her life. I'm out of mind. Endless labyrinth of holes, bloody writing on the walls, misguiding me from where you are. Don't know where you are. Tell me where you are. If I'm a superhero, then where the hell did I go? When you needed me most, I was lost like a ghost. Nothing but a story told. If I'm a superhero, then where the hell did I go? When you needed me most, I was lost like a ghost. Nothing but a story told. My heart it screams. My heart it screams. My heart it screams. My heart it screams.
From what I've gathered, you grew up nice and sheltered with mama's pretty stories and your own made-up fury. And mama gave me a magic clicker. Well, yes, I think it's true and fair to say. Come on in and listen, lost words you've been missing. On the fire you're bearing, the eye of the darkness you're lying. So you were drawn to stories early on. My dreams would light up my imagination, and you had nightmares
Stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers. It was all too much, I had to get away.
The story's the end, all a piece of true fiction, made meaningless in the face of creation.
But there is more to it than meets the eye. I never meant for it to ruin my life that way. Would you say you lived a jaded lie? Dark shades could never save the day.
So sad,
But true.
fun in the nightmares, torture and lies, which a gift or a curse, a reality made of dreams. Show me the champion of light. I'll show you the herald of darkness.
Alright dudes, what's up? A little bit of a cold open here.
Diving deep to the surface.
Good afternoon. Welcome back to The Siege, or good morning. Good evening. Welcome back. You cannot be first, Vagabond. I am first. So, yes, I'm always first. And that's what she said. And that's bad. Damn. Welcome in. How are you all doing, folks? It is Thursday, and I showed to myself again today that I am definitely the greatest dingus to ever exist. I was pretty sure I had the thumbnail done in Photoshop, which I wanted to use for one of my videos today. Turns out I did not. So, good job, Mole. Fantastic. It's great. Speaking about a good job, Edge broke, I think. I don't know exactly. So if you don't know, I'm using crossclip to transform my videos into shorts. It's a fantastic feature. Really love it, and it really has enhanced like the shorts I can post on YouTube and of course on TikTok, and it makes things so much easier. It's great. It's great. But since a few days, I get basically an error message by crossclip every time I'm trying to upload something with like, yeah, so the video is not stable, we cannot do this, yada yada yada. And I don't know what to do. I did basically everything I could. I logged out, like de-linked my account, linked it again, did the whole shebang, right? I even tried to upload my things not logged in to just see if maybe there's a problem there. Same issue. So here's the interesting part why I say Edge broke, is because I started up Firefox, which I also have, like I have multiple browsers because, well, there are always some issues somewhere. And I uploaded my stuff with Firefox. No problems. Absolutely no problems. Well, I also have Firefox installed because I don't know how long Edge is supporting ad blockers. We will see. If you have missed it, Google has now activated in Chrome that basically ad blockers are dead. And there was a way around that for quite some time, but the moment you are getting at some point the newest version of Chrome, that workaround doesn't work anymore. they've killed that workaround because, you know, Google catched onto that very quickly and was like, no, 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 no. You are not finding a workaround for us to forcing you to not use an ad block anymore. Which, of course, is bullshit. So I don't know how long Edge is supporting it. Apparently, Edge has said, Microsoft has said that they have no interest of changing any of that. But as if I would trust Microsoft. So of course I have Firefox up and ready all the time. Maybe I will make the switch at some point, but yeah, for whatever reason, cross-clip doesn't work anymore, and I know at least not on Edge, and I have to use Firefox. Hey, Tiny, hi, hi. So yeah, what else? A little bit of talky talk here. Man, can I also just say I have been thinking about Alan Wake the whole day yesterday when I was done. It was itching in my fingers to continue that game. Ugh, that's the worst when you were done with a stream and you're like, you know what? You want to continue actually, but you can't. Right? It's this. But that's always a good sign. That always is something which I have been sometimes missing on some of my streams. I haven't used Chrome, like the actual Chrome, in, oh gosh, over a decade. Before I used Edge, because I truly believe that Edge is really good, actually. Like, people are just, ew, Microsoft, ew, Internet Explorer, right? It's like, yeah, okay. Before that, I used Iron. I think it was Iron, which was also Chromium based, but not Chrome. Um, I think I used something else. Yeah, I never I used Chrome for some time, but then I, like, the moment that thing did go out of control with how much RAM it was eating up, I was out. I was out. Yeah. I'm also, funny enough, I'm also not using Chrome on my Android. I use Firefox. Like, oh yeah, I used Opera for a long time. And then it was bought by a Chinese company and all that, and it's now also using Chromium, and it's just like, okay, well, great. You know, Brave. Yeah, Brave is another, like, again, every browser has their own whoa. The good thing about Edge, and I know this sounds silly, but it is a good thing. Edge is Chromium, but even with that, it has a very low user rate because in a lot of people's head, it's still Internet Explorer, and everyone has learned to get rid of that immediately because the Internet Explorer was shit. But they said it themselves. There was like a question to Microsoft on, oh yeah, um, why on Edge adblock still works even on Twitch sometimes, right? And they were asking, I think, one of the Twitch employees why it works on Edge, which is also Chromium based and all that. And their literally answer was, well, duh. Have you seen the usage of Edge? Like, that is a very low priority. And I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. Not low enough that it doesn't support it, but low enough that most developers are not trying to do some heinous shit with it. And I'm like, cool. Cool. No, the good thing is Firefox, when you were using Chrome, Firefox is like, oh, oh, you used a Chromium based browser before that? We can just import all your shit if you want to, like everything. Like we can just take that over. So it's a pretty easy thing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's great. But yeah, I've been thinking about Alan Wake the whole evening. Played some more Once Human. I tried to play some Throne and Liberty here and there. I tried to get some of the bosses, which is pretty much useless, but hey. Also, what I realized in Throne and Liberty, and this only happened once so far, so I will ignore it. But also, I have to acknowledge that this exists. I was in a dungeon. And you know how it is with some random groups in MMO dungeons. They're all impatient little fucks. Right? Absolutely impatient. Everyone is pulling to their heart's content and is trying to go through that dungeon as fast as possible. So I was still waiting for I was healer, right? I'm a DPS healer combo. And we were at the end boss, and I wanted to switch full on healer. And you have to wait till all your cooldowns refreshed before you can switch your spec, because they don't want you that you are switching in the middle of the fight or in PvP or something like that, right? It's a balance thing. I understand that. So I was waiting for like the last 2 seconds on my cooldown, and the tank pulled the boss. And unfortunately, in this game, a barrier goes immediately up around the boss. That's, you have no timer, no nothing. It's just bam, barrier. So if you are not in the arena at that point when that happens, you're out. You are out. And I was like, well, good luck, folks. Your healer is waiting outside. They managed because they were over leveled, right? They had enough DPS, and the tank was a paladin who could also heal, so it wasn't really a problem. And in itself, I was just like, yeah, okay, cool. But then I found out something, and that made me kind of angry. I couldn't get the boss loot because I didn't participate in the boss fight, and with that, I had no right to get the boss loot. And I'm like, are you fucking shitting me, game? I have been running through this dungeon from the beginning to the end. I have participated in every single shitty boss fight up to the end boss. And just because my team was too stupid to wait for me, I get no loot? Yeah, fuck this. Fuck this. I was angry at that point. uh, Vagabond. That's completely fine. Like, I would tell you something really honest about browsers. I don't give a shit what browser you're using, because everyone is using their personal preference browser. As like, if you were telling me that you were using Safari, I would still question your sanity, but I would say, yeah, okay, that's fine with me. You know, it's just. Speaking of which, so I am a little bit annoyed today because, I get weird messages on Twitter. No, it's not because of that, of something else. But I am the adult. I was the absolute adult when I was doing grocery shopping, and I decided for myself today that I just bought a bottle with um it's not done yet. There's still some stuff I have to add, but I basically bought a bottle for um for crepes, right? Like I just have to squeeze that out, and then I will have some crabs for crepe, yeah, however you want to pronounce that, for lunch. And I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I am the unresponsible adult today. Only Netscape for. Hey, I have used Netscape till it died. I kid you not. Netscape was amazing. When did Netscape go out? Netscape did go out 2008. Yeah, I think I actually kept it up till 2008. Um, wasn't Netscape becoming Mozilla at some point? Let me see. Yeah, Netscape is Mozilla, aka Firefox, more or less. Yeah. See, I got that right. No, Netscape was amazing. Like you didn't have like a lot of choices back then, and the Internet Explorer was just, well, always ass. And Netscape was like the first real browser which wanted to do something else, right? Who had like a lot of crazy features, and yeah. And then it got bought by, yes, AOL, that AOL. And then like every big good corporation, AOL was like, nah. I think Netscape was also the very first browser which supported AdBlock. Yeah, yeah. Netscape was great. Was amazing. Mm-hmm. Yup, 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 yup. Um. So yeah, I will have some sweet deliciousness as let me show you that, actually. Let me show you that. I can grab that. Give me a second. Mute myself. Can I just say best decision in my life? Can best decision in my life to put my workplace desktop right next to the kitchen. Right, best decision I could have ever made. Mm-hmm. So this is the bottle. I never had that. It's just powder right now. Right, it's powder. Like it's not even. Here's the thing. I normally would do like the pancakes myself, because if you're looking like what's in that powder, it's this. Oh, oh, you know what? I could have just bought that myself and made that myself. But it was, again, I wanted to see A, how it tastes, and B, I wanted to be an unresponsible adult for today. Yeah. I'll leave that here. What do we have the pancakes with? Can I just say how unresponsible I am today? Nutella. Yeah. Full-blown sugar. All the sugar. Give me all the sugar. It will be a sugar massacre. Yes. Yes. Not gonna lie, seeing my friends like suffering from all the different health issues, right? With diabetes, and they have to be careful with their sugar intake and all that, right? And it's like they're all like suffering with some problems, and I'm just sitting here and go like, holy shit, I really won the genetic lottery. I really won that shit. Like there is nothing in my family history, neither on my mother's or my dad's side, right? Like nobody's losing hair, like there is no diabetes, no heart issues, no issues later on with anything. There is also no cancer. Like we are completely cancer free in the family, and it's all just genetic lottery. Won that one. uh Oh no, I'm not craving it. Like I have been like my drinks were always zero sugar, and I moved away from zero sugar to completely mineral water. Um I have a Dr. Pepper like once a week just because I really like Dr. Pepper. Like I like it, but I have it once per week at best. And everything else is just like even my food. There's not really a lot of added sugar to the foods here, which is good, right? We are not living in the US. And like my sugar intake is always low. Like this is probably the highest sugar I will have in months. Like yeah. Yeah. But no, I'm not craving it. I'm not like, oh man, I need some sugar. I need some sugar. I need the sugar. Mm. Like, I have some natural sugar, of course, in my food and all that, which is just coming with the territory, depending on what you eat, right? It's like eating a banana and saying, yeah, I don't have sugar. And it's like, what do you think is in that banana? There's some sugar somewhere, right? It's like, yeah. But nothing beyond that. I'm also, like, again, I'm not a sweet tooth. I know everyone has some chocolate or something like lying around, like chips or anything really. I don't. I don't. Well, I do have the occasional ice cream in summer, right? I mean, that Hagen does is not deleting itself. Let's just face that. Mhm. I mean, it has to go somewhere. Yeah. Speaking of health, by the way, quick note before we are jumping into that. Um, this portion of Mole in the Morning will get deleted probably next day. Like as I said, my videos most of the time will be cut together, and especially the Alan Wake thing, I do cut a little bit together with, I mean, taking interruptions out of it and all that. So if you want to see me blabbering, and you probably want to make sure to watch it in the next 24 hours, at least the blabbering, because that would disappear. Yeah. Yep. Just to make that clear. Speaking of health, though, oh boy. So 5 minutes of real talk. And if you have quick warning here, we would jump into some serious topic, especially when it comes to mental health and all that. And if you don't want to participate or hear about that, now is your best time to just grab something to drink, go to the toilet, I don't know, run an errand, because 5 minutes of real talk. So you have been warned. So speaking about mental health, I had a discussion yesterday about mental health and where we are at with that. And one of the topics, and I know this goes for women as well, and I would definitely mention that, but one of the topics was like expectations, especially expectations which have been put on men, right? How society has put a lot of expectations on men over centuries at this point. And how I'm at the point where I'm like, no, I don't want to follow through with those expectations, and I have no interest to uphold those expectations and take them on my shoulders, right? Um, and I think that because of those high expectations for man, and when they are not fulfilled, they also have a very high suicidal rate and mental health issues, and they're taking drugs, booze, or other things. I think those expectations are a big problem. And that was one of the issues I basically had in my relationship, right? In my recent one, where my ex-girlfriend was having certain expectations about what a man has to do, right? Like, you are the man, you are the leader of the household, but you also have to bring in the money. You make the decisions, and it's basically coming down to you as a man. And keep in mind that she is coming from a country which is definitely on social norms and issues, definitely like 70 years behind most of the Western countries here. And she is a younger generation which tries to break out from that, but she is coming from a conservative household, and she has those expectations in men. And I was basically telling her, I do not. I have no interest in that. Like, great that you have those expectations. You will not find those expectations in me, because I reject those expectations. And don't get me wrong, to make this very clear, women have the same problem. Women have the same problem with expectations, right? Like, there are some expectations which are being put on women the same way, where people are expecting that a woman better finds a man in her mid 20s, right? And God forbid you decide not to have children. Phew. I mean, it gets better, thankfully, but there's still enough people who will look down on a woman who doesn't have like kids. And I think that those expectations is what really leads to bad mental health. Because if you were getting told every day, like, hey, like, why do you not do that? Why you are not following this? Why you are not like going down that path? And it just leads to so much bad thoughts. And I don't think that's really something you wanna have. And I have just reached a point where I'm like, no, I reject those expectations of me of being like, the sole provider in the household, making all the decisions, being the man, I have to figure it out and all that. It's like, no, I have no interest in that. Like, I want to live my life. I want to enjoy my life. The last time I checked, I have one life. Like, I think I'm not a cat yet. I think. I I have to look at my health meter to see like how much extra life I have. But the last time I checked, I have one health in total. And just like living with those expectations the whole time, and people coming to you and be like, "So why are you not fulfilling my expectations?" It's like, well, first off, go fuck yourself. Second, I have no interest to fulfill your expectations. I had that discussions with my ex, right? I'm like, well, I'm not here to fulfill your expectations in that regard because I don't want to. And she was like, yeah, but what is the expectations you have on me? I'm like, I don't. You imagine or you expect that I had those expectations on you, right? Being married, having kids, and all that. I do not. Because you should do what you really want to do in life and what brings you joy. And as long as you are not hurting anyone to achieve that joy, I don't care. I really don't. But I have zero expectations when it comes to what society wants, but I also take that for myself. Like, I don't want to fulfill those expectations. And I will make that very clear when it comes up in like discussions and stuff. It's like, nah, not interested. So, yeah. And again, there's probably a reason why like a lot of countries, especially men, have a high mortality rate when it comes to suicide and all that. And I'm not saying that women are not doing it. It's just like this is like I hate when people try to make this into a fight of who suffers more. And I'm like, stop doing that. This is not about like if man or women, like which of the two has the bigger hardship in life. Like it's both unacceptable that both are suffering in the ways they do. And the one thing doesn't negate the other, right? I hate that so much. Like, yes, women have different hardships. I mean, how about we are talking about the gender pay gap? No, no, that's politics now. Okay, good. Let's stop. Just saying. Like, I think that both women and men have just different issues. And they stem from certain expectations. And the expectations are different. And with that, the problems are different. The adversity they are facing are different. But that doesn't make them less equally problematic. Well, welcome to my 5-minute pep talk. Dr. Mole is open from Monday to Friday. Yeah, just leave your healthcare card at the desk, and if you're from the States, you will get an invoice, and I will nickel you of every single cent and dime you have. Yes. Yeah. And for people who are asking, why did this came up? Holy shit. Because I had a discussion about it yesterday and it was going through my head and just wanted to put that out there. What I want to say is things have to improve for women and men. And it seems like that, at least here, abate slowly. Society is getting a little bit wiser to it. Slowly. Probably because the older generation is slowly dying and the younger generation is taking over. But that is another topic. Where was I? Welcome to Video Games and Mole in the Morning, where we occasionally talk about video games and occasionally talk about topics which are really interesting. I also love how chat is coming to a complete halt and everyone is just silently sitting there and go like, shit. Sorry for that. I'm sorry for that. Group therapy. Hi, my name is Mole, and I'm addicted to MOBAs. Hi, Mole. On a one-sided stream. Yeah, I know. I know. I didn't really want to start a conversation really on it. I just wanted to get my mind out there. This is why I said, like, please, for everyone who is not interested in this and who is like, nah, this is not a topic for a stream, please do something else in the meantime, right? I totally understand. I just wanted to, like, to have it thrown out there. No, I know. It's also borderline close to what I would normally deem as a slightly political discussion, because unfortunately politics are involved in that. And now I would normally say, let's not go there because everyone has a different opinion on it. But again, I think that mental health and the well-being of people shouldn't be a political discussion at all. Right? Like, it's just human decency, which we unfortunately lagging more and more. Different topic again. I'm bound by my nail polish still drying. I cannot leave. That's harsh. That's harsh. That is definitely a harsh thing. I can't move. I had to listen to this. Wow. Wow. That's rough. That's rough. Yeah. Let's have some gaming news. Speaking about human decency, let's talk about the gaming industry. That was a good one. That was a good one. I nearly believed myself. So, next week, so a few things. This is gaming news, but this is also a little bit of planning for next week. So I don't know when we are finishing Alan Wake. Like I want to finish it. Maybe I will even stream a little bit over the weekend if I feel like it. I definitely want to go through, okay, I will do something stupid. I will regret this. How long to beat the Lake House? No, that cannot be right. That cannot be right. Uh, what? They say it took them 2.5 to 3 hours. Damn. So we are nearly done with it? Well, apparently we might finish it sooner than wow, I thought it was like a 10, 15 hour DLC. Uh, well, I'm dragging it out though. I know me, so it would take about 6 hours. God, I'm so bad. I'm dragging shit out every time. Yeah, what? Okay, wow. Huh. That was a quick one. So we are basically halfway through. Huh. Huh. Fascinating. Okay. Well, that's good for next week because next week we are packed. Absolute packed. And this might be even a little bit trouble because Monster Hunter Wilds has announced their open beta test period. The first one, the early access, is for PlayStation Plus users. So if you're a PlayStation 5 player, you might play earlier. Ugh, hate that. And then everyone else is starting on Thursday, and it will go till so this no, actually it starts on Friday, 4 a.m. on Friday, and runs till Monday. So yeah, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And why is that a problem? Well, actually, this is good because on this day we have Dragon Age, the Veilguard. I don't know yet when we are playing it. It's a bit it's in the works. Parts are moving for Dragon Age, the Veilguard. I can tell you that parts are moving. Yep. So it means that maybe on Friday or over the weekend we can actually play some Monster Hunter. I would love to check that out. So prepare your butts for that. But that's what we are planning for next week. So if we are already done with Alan Wake, then I will use the time for something more meaningful. And then on Thursday and Friday, maybe over the weekend, we are starting Dragon Age, the Veilguard, and then, of course, Monster Hunter Wilds, which should be wild. God, what's that bad? Speaking about being wild, this is interesting. So, people were asking, like, hey, Helldivers 2, can we please talk about Xbox players? And one person in Discord said that, man, I just want reinforcements in the way of Xbox players, but that's never gonna happen. Crying emoji. And this is interesting because the head of community, Twinbeard, which, by the way, that man has a gorgeous Viking beard, just putting that out there, has been jumping into the discussion and said, who said it couldn't? It's not up to us, but to Sony and Phil to duke it out. But hypothetically speaking, if both partners think it would benefit them from a financial brand standpoint, it could. If Sony believes it, it won't, though. It won't. Right. So he's saying that, hey, if Xbox and PlayStation can find some common ground for Helldivers 2, and Sony is coming off their high horse, then they will be more than ready to deploy the game on Xbox. which would be fantastic, right? Like it's kind of absolutely baffling to me and shows again the big problem with PlayStation a bit is this Helldivers is not necessarily associated with PlayStation as the PlayStation IP, right? And they could win over even more people and could have even more people like joining the game, and a game which is really living from the amount of people playing the game, which is doing great. Like since the last few patches, excuse me, since the last two patches they had, um, like players came back, and we have now a-okay numbers again, right? So of course it's not it's not the same number they had with like at the beginning, but we are still reaching our 60 to 70,000 players per day, which all things considered is a pretty good one. So people definitely came back after the patches, which is good. So yeah, it would be stupid if Sony is not like adding another 20,000 players or so on top of that. But hey, it's Sony. So what do we expect? But it is a possibility. And I look, you know me, fuck exclusives. Have as many people as possible like play a game. I mean, why do you hate money? Right? Why do you leave money on the table? I wouldn't. Definitely I wouldn't. Um what else? Oh yeah, quick note from yesterday if you've missed it. I've been reading the Denuvo interview again, and I think I have never seen such a bad interview. It becomes clear that Denuvo has is lying in so many ways and gaslighting and reflecting. Like they are trying to reach out the gamers. No, they are trying to reach out to the companies because I have checked this, right? And it seems like Denuvo has only 3 companies left, which is why they are probably panicking right now and why they are going so much on the offensive to basically say, "Ooh, the evil gamer, don't listen to them." Right? Like they have Capcom, they have Sega, and they have Square Enix. Those are the last 3 companies who are putting Denuvo on the games. Everyone else, like, they just lost probably one of their biggest companies who have been with Denuvo for over a decade, and that's EA. Like, keep in mind Dragon Age the Veilguard is coming out without copyright protection. Dragon Age Inquisition, I looked it up, was the first game who had Denuvo in history. It was the first title which would have Denuvo. So EA was the first one who jumped on this bandwagon. And they're like the first one to leave? No, some other companies have left. Like, they don't have a lot of customers left. And in this interview, again, that dude didn't answer a single question. Like, one of the most telling question was, so let me read this. Let me read this. One of the things. Uh, Let me see where the question was. I want to speak about this exactly. Uh, hmm, where is it? Oh yeah, the dude was also saying that a recent study was telling them that piracy was impacting like how many units they are selling, and Denuvo is protecting that. And then a few questions later, he was saying that the study, when the study started to argue against Denuvo, they were like, "Oh, they don't know what they are talking about. They don't have the data. They don't know shit." I'm like, wait, you first herald this study, which in my opinion is questionable. I've looked at the study itself. It's mostly just articles and opinion pieces in Wall Street Journal and whatnot, and that's what the study is built on. Um, and they didn't talk to a single publisher, to a single developer about this. Just what opinion pieces in some magazines are basically touting when it comes to piracy and de novo. And it's like, yeah, that's not a study. That's another opinion piece disguised as a study. But to go there and basically say, like, yeah, so the first 80% of the study is amazing and really well thought out, but then the last 20% are completely bullshit because they have zero data, they have zero information, they cannot even make this assumption. And it's like, wait, so that would also go for the rest of the study. Like, you cannot just, like, a study doesn't work that way, that you can pick certain parts out of a study and be like, this is good, this is right, the rest is just completely bullshit. Because the study is using multiple data points and they're using basically one data points for multiple assumptions. So to go there and say that at one point that data point is good and at one point that data point is bad, that's not how a study works. Right? So it's this, okay, dude, you're full of shit. I see that. Um, where is this? Oh yeah, this is also great. They're basically admitting that publishers do not want to work with them, right? Um, because they are saying, because currently there's only two ways to protect the game. I can actually show you this. Why am I not showing you this text? Because currently there's only two ways to protect the game against piracy, right? Either you don't, or you use our protection. There is no competitor. And I can imagine that there are developers out there who are hesitant to contact us only because of the reputation. They will probably love to prevent piracy for their game, but they fear the hate and the toxicity of the community if they do so. And maybe they even believe all the claims that are out there unanswered from us until today, and for this reason don't contact us in the first place. So they are slowly drowning. Good. I would be say good. I'm glad that developers and publishers listen to the gamers here and not to a sleazy company. Like, this company, if you are, by the way, looking at this company and the mother company who is owning them, wow, it's just that company has to die. It's bad. There have been multiple lawsuits, so yeah, just die already as a company. But it seems like they're really losing. And the reality is just, oh yeah, talk to us. Please talk to us that we can tell you how bad piracy is. Yo, de nouveau, they don't need you. They can see that all themselves. Like, I am pretty sure that publishers and developers can see pretty clearly how many units they're sold and how many people actually might pirate this game. Like, nearly every game is phoning home. Not because they need to, but they just sending some data. And I'm also pretty sure that they then see if somebody, like, they don't see specifically who that is, but they can see, this one is phoning home from a non-registered version. So they are definitely seeing those numbers. That Denuvo is going here and says, please talk to us, is just a plea that their marketing team can feed you some lies. Right? This is where he is going about the whole study being like bullshit. Oh yeah, this is fantastic. So here they're asking, can you show us raw data on benchmarks to demonstrate that the Denuvo games don't affect performance? That is the question. Right? He is then talking this whole thing and is not answering the question. Like, he's going perfect timing for this question, actually. Then he was talking about the Discord, how performance is coming up, and we had a very healthy discussion, blah, blah. He talks about how good this is for developers, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, dude, that was not the question. Like, and they even asked, like, hey, would you let Digital Foundry do some testing? It's like, yeah. Where was it? Let me see. The good thing is most of our clients, well, EA just showed you the door, which is a problem. Where is the thing where he is going completely, hello, my fellow gamers? Where is it? Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Why do you think Denuvo has garnered such a poor reputation? And this is just a masterclass of fuck you. You are right, but I cannot say that. I think two main reasons. First, our solution simply works. No. No. That's not my problem I have with you. Like, as I said, I just move on from a game if I don't want to. Like, I don't care. Pirates cannot play the games which are using our solution over quite long time periods. Like, he's basically painting people as there are so many pirates out there. So many pirates. They are all like, if you they're using an old trick. If you are not using copyright protection, nobody would buy your game and everyone would just pirate it. That's the picture he is trying to paint here. So there is a huge community. No, it's not. There may be a few 10,000 pirates at best. A lot of people on this planet who are not able to play their favorite video game because they're not willing to pay for them. This is another thing which makes me a little bit angry, who are not willing to pay for them. Or, living in countries where they don't have the money to pay for those, and you are just telling those people to go fuck themselves. But okay. They have a lot of time spent communities and share their view. This is also great. And therefore, they have a lot of time to spend the communities and share their view, trying to blame Denuvo. So he's trying to paint the picture that all the Denuvo haters out there are people who can play video games. And thus, they're hanging around on social media telling everyone how shitty Denuvo is, which is insane to imply. Like, absolutely insane. Let me show you this. Okay? Like, instead of making just accusation like this dude does. Here, let me show you the games which are using Denuvo right now and people can't all play right now, and this is why they are sitting on social media the whole day complaining how shitty Denuvo is. Not Denuvo. Okay, I will only mention the games which have Denuvo. Okay? If I'm not mentioning a game here, it doesn't have Denuvo. 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 Okay. So out of 100 games, how many Denuvo games was that? 6? 7? And that is only the top 100 most played on Steam right now. So if you are trying to make an accusation here of people have too much free time because they cannot play video games because everyone is basically using Denuvo, you are a freaking liar. And this is why I hate Denuvo, because Denuvo is a lying company who is leeching off publishers and developers, providing nothing of value, and they are pretending as if they would be the savior of the gaming industry. Let's go back to the last thing. Wait, I'm an idiot. This man is an idiot. But it goes further. He's not done. He's not done to spill his lies. Trying to make the gaming publishers to not use our solutions so they can start playing pirate copies of games for free again. Yeah, again, bullshit. Bullshit. Secondly, I think it's super hard for a gamer. I'm a gamer myself, and therefore I know what I'm talking about. Wow. My man. My man. Like, phew. Stop sucking your own dick, man. It's ugh. I think it's super hard to see as a gamer what is the immediate benefit for me that a certain game developer, game publisher is using our anti-piracy services. For anti-cheat, for example, dude, no. You were talking about anti-piracy services, and now you are switching it up to anti-cheat solution. Two different things. Completely two different things. Gaslighting, right here. Go F yourself. For anti-cheat, for example, it's super easy. What the hell? Damn. It's super easy. You as a player have an immediate benefit if a game uses an anti-cheat solution because it's a fair environment in the game and you don't need to face cheaters. It's different though. There was a recent study and then he is going in a completely different tangent. He's going on a completely different tangent immediately. And it's like, what the hell are you doing? Well, I know what you were doing. You were gaslighting. You're switching topics to confuse people. And you try to make it look like it's the same thing. You don't. You still haven't answered where would be the benefit for me as a consumer that this exists. Because you know the answer. There is no benefit. So, yeah. And then he's also trying to sell that, especially currently, the gaming industry is going through a very rough time. Budgets of AAA games are in the hundreds of millions. Yeah, self-inflicted most of the time. The publishers and developers, they have to afford that up front, and they need to get the money back within the first week after the release. And they're basically trying to sell themselves as, yeah, we are making this happen. And like, just an idea here. How about you are making a good game? Like, for me, if a game has de novo or not has no impact in the way of if I want to play a game or not. Let me give you an example. Okay? Let me see. I am playing Oh, when is that happening? Is that live? I think it is live. Wait a minute. Give me just a second here. Oh yeah, it's live. Arc Raiders. I might actually check that out. We'll see. Like we can just have a look at this. Right? Of games which have de novo and I'm playing. Evil Genius 2. Love that. Total Warhammer. I have 840 hours into Total Warhammer 3. Waiting for the next big patch. Right. So all the Sega games. Let me see. Yeah, as you can see, I'm going already back to, yeah, March, Dragon's Dogma 2. Wanted to play this game. Had the Nuvu. I bought it still. But look at the other games. Doesn't have the Nuvu. 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 Okay, nobody wants to play that. Doesn't have the Nuvu. Doesn't have the Nuvu. Doesn't have the Nuvu. Does not, does not, does not. Does not, does not. Like we could go on here with does not. Helldivers, well, it's an online game, which doesn't need de novo, but does not. Ara does not. Like, Darktide, Baldur's Gate does not. Holy shit. Definitely does not. Like, my point is I really have to play this finally. But I'm waiting on a buddy of mine. Like, just to make it clear here, like, I am buying a game when I feel like I want to play this. If this shit, I bought Hades twice because I'm a dingus. I forgot that I actually bought it on Epic first because it was an Epic exclusive. And then 2 years later, when it came out, I was like, wait, I bought Hades. Wait, I've streamed it. Where did I put? I had it on Epic. See, this is not even all my games. I have also tons of games on Epic for various reasons. Oh yeah, look at this. I bought this game twice. 150 hours in it. Doesn't have a single copyright protection. I could have pirated the shit out of this game. Well, that's weird. That's really weird. Because I didn't do that. I wonder why. Why did I do that, chat? Why didn't I just didn't want to pay for a game. Like, like, I could have. It didn't have a single copyright protection. So, you know, I could have just pirated the shit out of those games. But I didn't. Like, I wonder why. Well, I have an idea. He has some insane ideas on why that is. God, I have so many games. Don't look at my games. Don't look at my games. Don't do that. And it's just, yeah. So de novo, trying to gaslight the industry for a decade now. And a friendly go fuck yourself. Speaking of Epic, and speaking of games I have over there, let's open up Epic and let's jump into Alan Wake. Oh yeah, quick note. This is your annually reminder by Ubisoft that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still in development. And they just got a new executive producer with what's his name? I don't want to mispronounce it because I'm a bad person. I don't want to mispronounce it. What is it? What is he called? I always mispronounce his name, and I'm like when I don't see it. Oh yeah, Favzi Mesmer. Yes, Favzi Mesmer, who has he's actually really good. Like his projects he has been doing in the past has been really good, and I'm actually kind of happy about that. That Mr. Mesmer is now the creative director. He also had still he has a podcast with some other developers called the Habibis, and it's a weekly podcast whenever they find the time because they're busy, and super interesting topics and all that. And yeah, I'm glad that he is now taking over there. But yeah, yearly reminder, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is still in development. Yes. Just a quick note here. So yeah. Looking I'm curious how this will go. Oh, wait. I have to go. Great. I have to go into gamer mode. Activated. There we go. Oh yeah, I opened up Hell. Right. I remember that. Yeah. I opened up Hell. Right. Wait, no. I did not yet. What? Oh, it's a bug. Ha! The game didn't realize that I already opened the door. Let's do the last PC here. Before we are actually opening up Hell. Because we have unlocked the ability to let them all out. And... I'm not quite ready for that. So I want to do the PC here before shit hits the fan. What do we have here? Continue story from page. Oh yeah, this was the whole page thing, but we didn't really find anything here. Right? Wait, is the PC... Did I look at the PC? Yeah, the PC needs a password. So... There must be something here, right? Retrieval order. No. Maybe here? Darkness. Nope. Oh. That's... interesting. Can I talk to you? No, I do not. So this is a 6-number password, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So... where would that information be? Oh. Well, that's important. Oh, I'm so glad they removed this restriction that when you already have some ammunition, you cannot find ammunition anymore. I hated that so much in the base game of Alan Wake. They also fixed it for the base game. Thanks, Remedy. But that was definitely one of those. So there must be something here, right? No, there are no numbers here. And I don't think the dates are what they are referring to. Oh my god. No. No, 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 no. One, two, three, four, five. That's amazing. I have the same combination on my luggage.
Three.
Four.
Four.
Five.
Five. So the combination is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the stupidest combination I ever heard in my life. That's the kind of thing an idiot would have on his luggage. 2, 3. Right. What's the combination? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
That's amazing. I've got the same combination on my luggage.
Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. Holy shit. Jude just sent out a memo asking us to spy on his wife's project. Remember we just made fun of his stupid project names and sign factoids? Simpler times. He really did that? Diana's gonna slit his throat if she finds out. Those are such a hot mess. I got drinks with Perry last night and he told me Jules is withholding wake pages from Diana's team. He told her they went missing. Crazy shit. Paula mentioned you two were thinking about asking for a transfer. You're really leaving me here alone? We can have weekly gossip calls. Promise. Well, that didn't work. That's the pie day. Yeah, okay, this is not. Wow, they really just used that. Okay, so let's unleash hell. I'm not feeling like I have enough ammunition for this bullshit and all that, and not enough light, but you know, I guess we will make it work somehow. Let's do a quick save here. There was also like 2 special enemies in one of the rooms, so yeah, not so sure how I feel about that. Yep.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Say.
Escavez, come in.
Oh.
The facility. Sub-level 1.
Uh-oh.
You copy?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
Yep, they're dead.
Fucking radios.
And also, I didn't
141.
notice that she has
We'll
no
need help.
paint on her clothes. What? Hey, follow me in here. My master plan. Also, the lights are on. Well, that's my last light. Shit. I should have used the flashbang or something. I might have to. Yeah, bit understuck here. Oh, there is the darkness now? Oh yeah. Nah. That's bad, because I might have to use something else. Let's see if we can find something here. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah, that's some batteries right there. Okay. This is A-okay. Let's listen to
I had a
this.
thought today, a possible avenue for further research. When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow a, how you say, blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine, in our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
Oh, that's still a time when they were still all cozy and all. Well, okay, let me deal with this. Darkness. Darkness, chat. Uh-oh. Okay. Where's the big bro, though? I know that there is a big bro somewhere. Let's look around here a little bit more before. Oh. Really reminds me I have to play Kingdom Hearts at some point. Well, I actually have to play the third one. I know the first and the second one. It's a bit like Metal Gear Solid in that regard. When you have played the first and like when you have played the Kingdom Hearts games, you don't really play them again because you know the story, you know the turning points, and you know the oh shit moments. By the way, for everyone who has never played Kingdom Hearts is probably the most adult Disney I have ever seen. And I don't mean that sarcastically. Oh. Oh, this is the other door. Like, you look at Kingdom Hearts and you go, oh, kids game. No. They had an interview recently, by the way, with, I think with the creator of Kingdom Hearts. And they were like, so, how do you keep up with the story? And he, dead ass, just answered, oh, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube recaps. It's like, what? You watch recaps on YouTube for your own game to remind yourself what's going on in the game? Okay. Okay. Sure. Why not? I mean, I get it. Look, I would have to play... We haven't defeated the big guy yet. I have not played beyond Kingdom Hearts 2, which is not a bad thing because I'm in the opinion that Kingdom Hearts 2, or Kingdom Hearts can end with the second one. It gets yes. It becomes very complicated very quickly. I know again this sounds ridiculous, but they can easily keep up with some Kojima mindfuck. Okay, we have already had this, I think. No, we didn't. Readings collected over the last 48 hours show a rising increase in activity stemming from the Cauldron Lake threshold. When was this? Oh yeah, this was at the beginning, I think, of Alan Wake 2. Likely indicates an imminent AWE scenario. The high recordings reading exceeding the safe limits. However, no alert or contact with external teams have been made per the recent amends to this procedure. As specified, the monitoring team will take no action until sign-off from either of the doctors. Considering the rate of escalation that recent data indicates, the monitoring team strongly recommends that the AWE response team be contacted immediately. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday, right? Like, what would have happened to the oldest house if Trench didn't decide with his last piece of life and humanity to kill himself? Right. And the answer is the lake house. That's the answer. You can see in the lake house what would have happened. If basically the leading figure was compromised and didn't act. Yeah, like Kingdom Hearts 1, it's not that complicated. I knew it. I was not even surprised. I knew there was a second guy here. This was not a shock moment for me, sorry. Because we saw him earlier in here, I knew there was a big guy somewhere. I was waiting for this. So, sorry, pal. No jump scare for you, I fear. One is, again, very straightforward. 1.5 is adding a little bit of nuance. I think the biggest problem Kingdom Hearts also had is after 2, Square Enix was very interested... No, Disney was very interested to continue the whole Kingdom Hearts thing, but Square Enix had massive problems at the time. So it took over a decade before the next Kingdom Hearts was even in development. And so they developed multiple smaller titles, all on different hardware. That was the craziest part. 1 was PlayStation 2. 1.5 was Game Boy Advance, I think it was. 2 was PlayStation 2 again. And yes, you can miss out on 1.5. It's not too dramatic. But then afterwards, we had multiple games on PSP. We had multiple games on Nintendo DS, 3DS, Advance, and so on and so forth. Like, there were so many different games on so many different platforms, which are all added important characters to the overall story. Like, think about Alan Wake. Alan Wake. You were playing Alan Wake. Control is coming out, and they're releasing that on a Game Boy console. And then Alan Wake 2 comes out on the PC again. And you were like, huh? That's what they did with Kingdom Hearts. That was the shitty part of it. Thankfully, you can now buy the whole collection on PC with all the games together, but it was such a mess at the time. It was such a mess at the time, man. Wait. Did we read this? Yeah, do use it. Yeah. Carla Livingston, design engineering expertise, key part of the creation of ATTS. The contribution to the project cannot be overstated. Team should rest assured that their reassignment was an error that should be corrected soon. Our project director, Dodian Mamet, would like to remind all team members that any direction of the assignment... Oh, yeah. Because Square Enix is the typical company of, we go there who pays us the most money and where we can make the most money, but we ignore everything else.
My team was on sub-level 1.
No.
I knew they were in danger. The Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority.
Yep.
They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
I think they're all dead.
Sublevel 1.
What the shit? Oh, is this Dr. Marmont?
Ugh, you fucking bastard!
Oh, I think this is Dr. Marmont.
Jules Marmont killed my team.
Yep.
He was taken by the Shadow.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Well, that at least means we were not mean.
I should get that gun while I'm up here.
Oh yeah, we can now do that. But we have to move the things around. Ah, we're not alone. Yeah, it's...
That name is not very scientific.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
who came up with that? Un putain d'assistant? Moi? I run the lake house. This is my facility. Mine!
Oh la la!
Walk
He's
in
very
here for 1
aggressive.
week, make some speeches and then fly back to New York? Espèce de crétin! Prétentieux! The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star!
Merde.
And he made fun of the name. Huh. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative.
I think he is slowly falling for it.
He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name.
Ah, that didn't work.
To ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work.
He's a bit loud.
Ils verront. I will take what they think is possible. But I will break it.
Yeah. And this is how the Shadow got control over him. Yep. Oh, for love's sake. Nope. Nope. Girl. She has some problems with closing doors, I give her that. Oh. Progress update 5. Got the firing mechanism working. It's throwing the best projectiles at a good distance. Test projectiles. Turned out pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe here, but at least it works. Now we need some actual black rock for the test. I know there is some on sub-level 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Yeah, right? I mean, who needs that? We know that he definitely got that, though. He got some black rock in the end. What do we got here? Another password. Wow. 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 Hey, corporate! Corporate! You wanna hang that in every game development studio? Art is for analyzers, not for admiration. Right? Analyze it. Make money. There's the gun.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could
Oh,
not
this
flow.
is the page.
Became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
Giggity. And they found release in the Marmons, who were starting to envy each other. Yep. An unaccompanied artist must be reported to security immediately, right? Don't let the artist run wild. Are you crazy? Hey.
This should get me down to sub-level 5.
Awesome.
And this should get me past any other problems.
Nice. I have exactly 5 shots. To charge the Black Road Launcher by holding down. Charged shots go further and deal more damage on impact, so directly hitting an enemy is a good thing. Let's keep this out, because I'm pretty sure this is what we need. Now, what we still need is a password. So we're going through here. Ka-ching. We should get the password in this room. Right.
Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sub-level 5.
Okay. Oh, level... Wait, he is saying level 3 clearance card in my office, so it's 3? What? I think the game is still a little bit buggy. A bit buggy. But... maybe...
There was a crack in the lake house.
Here?
The Marmonts had let the lake in.
No.
But the water could not flow. It became
Fine.
trapped.
And thanks, Alan. Yeah, normally they are not... Wait. Oh, is there a sticker again? Oh, there it is. It's 02293? No, it's 021219. Ah, it is. Man, people and their stickies. Reassignment. Hello, Carla. I have decided to reassign you from Project Remnants to Inventory Management. Your title will be changed from Senior Researcher to Acting Inventory Supervisor, effective immediately. Ooh. You may find this change sudden, but I have no doubt someone with a nut allergy, like yourself, would prefer to work alone in the inventory both than out in the open, where any dangerous pie might be waiting to hurt you. Wow. I have decided to reassign your... perhaps some hard work will keep you from making any more unfounded HR complaints. Wow. Okay, moment is pissed. Yeah, they were in complete control about what they are doing to the people here, and they were absolutely assholes, and the darkness was facilitating that and using that as well. I don't fight you. I would just leave. Wait, how do I leave? I'm not wasting my ammo. My man. Oh, well, that's bad. The lift is gone. yeah, if I've learned one thing over playing Resident Evil and all those other horror games, it's like, don't waste your ammo if you don't have to. So, you know. Yeah, I cannot. So I have to find the... Hi, buddy. That's bad. Yes, please. Let's go to 4.
Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity.
I love the look of the gun,
That
by the
made
way.
everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Damn, girl.
Mirror, please hold.
This is not level 4.
Please hold. Please hold.
No, this is level 1 again? Well, let's have a discussion, shall we? Hi, buddy.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah, I think you are Rudolph
I
Lane.
think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself! A self-portrait! Make them see!
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush! Just himself!
Thanks for your cooperation, buddy. Oh! Nearly missed that.
Rudolph Lane was dying. Both murderer and victim. Red hues ran down his hands. Was it scarlet or cadmium? Too vivid to be maroon. Names don't matter, he decided. Color was pure. Inspiring. For the first time in years, he wanted to paint. A self-portrait. To say goodbye. No. To make them remember. To make them see what they did. He slapped his hands against the wall to steady himself. He began from there.
Oh.
No brush. Just himself. The strokes were crude. Violent. The pain, misery, and hate he'd endured there. The fire in his eyes and hands and bones all spread into the shape of a man. It was quick. Natural. Like a heart attack.
That's
He
not
slumped
good.
down to the floor, smiling at the anger he left smeared across the wall.
True art. Born out of anger. Was not the first artist. Definitely not the last. That's for sure. It's kind of interesting. So this is what did happen in the holding cell we saw, right? So that was also why they wanted to remove the wall, because it was like the first like real thing of him. Speaking about mental health issues. That happens if you ignore mental health. So he died in the end. And he left this portrait behind. Oh, that makes sense. I can see it. Wait, do I have to go into 4? Wait, what? I said 5. Well, apparently the game wants me
Wish
to go
the
4.
elevator would stop moving.
Oh. That would be beneficial, wouldn't it be? I'm definitely all for that. Security, safety, censorship. Remember the 3S. Oh, good. Good. Please wait here.
Nice office.
Whoa. Oh, there's the light switch. Ah. What the hell? This looks like the oldest house. What is going on here? Oh, I don't like that. Yeah, that looked like the oldest, well, piece of the oldest house. Which is not good.
Come on.
Yeah. Oh, good. I hope you stay dead, buddy. You too, please. Don't want to have that conversation later. Yeah! This is definitely oldest house shit. Why would they... Oh, boy. So there are those different rocks. Wonder if those are just stone formations or if this is like the black rock. Like in the oldest house. Ah, shit. You piece of shit!
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
I should have known. I should have. I should have. Just running. Just running. Screw you. I have enough of your bullshit. You know when I said, if you don't have to fight it, just run? Yo, I have enough. This has been going on for too long.
Diana sat in her office.
Huh?
A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules.
Yup.
Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
Aww. Yep. but that's what he mentioned, right? Like... Oh, good. Now I have to deal with you too. I hope I'm going the right direction here. That was a big guy. Dude, you are missing half of your face. I love the new destruction they brought into the game with the latest DLC. Nope. A shotgun shell a day keeps the shadow at bay. What the hell? Yeah, a little bit short on the light. Oh.
Okay, black rock powder.
Cool.
Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
Mm-hmm. I would also not say to no to some normal ammunition. Get bent. Just get bent, dude. I have so enough of this. So... It's great, elaborate. Oh no! We might be good here. Yeah, that's like... And sorry if I am like... moving around quite a bit. That's why. That's why I'm moving around quite a bit. You know? Just like... Threshold study. Progress in the lake house direction to understand surpass the Cauldron Lake threshold has improved this year. Exploring the relationship between the shadow and sources of light continues to be difficult without active threshold manifestation to test again. Well, you don't want that. I mean, you got that in the end and it killed you. Research into threshold suppression technique is going on with no clear determination regarding the viability possible at the time. The team has been testing counter-frequency projection. In summary, 2017 has been a successful year with further promising breakthroughs predicted for 2018. Cauldron... Oh, this is now 2020. Before Dr. Darling was lost in a lockdown of the oldest house, he tasked the lake house with discovering the nature of the shadow and its ability to convert art into reality. During our diligent research into this phenomena, it has become clear that Darling was not dreaming big enough, which leads us to the new goal of the lake house and its talented staff, to create a stable connection between the Cauldron Lake threshold and our own dimension. Threshold traversal has only ever been possible inside the oldest house and occasionally during alternate world events. though this is often an involuntary process. The shadow known attraction to art provides us the perfect opportunity to create the world's first controlled bridge between dimension and can be safely traversed in other direction. I mean, the shadow is, as far as we know, right? It's the doubt of an artist. It's the self-doubt, the self-loathing, and basically looking at your art piece and go, this is not good enough. And yeah, the doubt of an artist is what basically the shadow is, which was created through a threshold. A laboratory will be built on sublevel 5 where experimentation related to linking with the threshold will be performed. This location will take full advantage of our proximity to Cauldron Lake. In this laboratory, we will simultaneously develop machinery that can connect with AWE's site in the lake and use art as the focal point to create the bridge. Precise methods are yet to be determined, though teams will soon be formed to explore a process involving art as a dimensional anchor, reality manipulation by art, and machine-assisted coupling. Yeah. That worked flawlessly. I hear music? Ah, music over? Did I miss it?
Deep breath, deep breath.
Oh?
Clock stopped, and another shoe was dropped. What a mess, what a mess. Deep breath. 6 deep breaths, forget all the rest. Sharp pain.
I think this will be the title and title music. We were listening to that when we are getting to it. Follow-up report. In the morning redacted, the musician held the lake house for research purposes, was discovered missing from her cell. Security footage of the cell from the night before was damaged by electrical interference of an undetermined nature. Redacted, known professionally as had produced a song called 6 Deep Breaths. Again, I'm pretty sure that's what we are listening to, and that's also the end of the game music. Efforts to find were brief, with any wide search considered an unacceptable risk to the lake house mandate. Damn. Hey, Sakura, good morning to you. An investigation is currently ongoing was whether any staff lake house was involved. Still looking for her. Stored in an archive. Online checks for public reappearance are to be performed weekly. Wait, there is a website?
Something isn't right. It might be best to fill the test. Deep breath. 6 deep breaths, forget all the rest. Roadblock.
This House of Dreams blogspot.com, right?
I gotta let go of everything that I've ever known. Deep breath. Slow. Gotta take it slow. 'Cause that's the fastest way that I know. Deep breath. 6 deep breaths till the fears subside.
What was it?
6 deep
Question mark
breaths.
N1.
6 deep breaths, you can wait outside. And just like that, I've arrived. I feel like I'm floating on air. I'm finding worlds everywhere.
Wow. So this is by Samantha, Diving Deep. I have another strange dream, very different from the previous ones. This was not a nightmare, quite the contrary. This is from 2012. The diver from the photos appeared to me. So that's Zane. He looked nothing like in the photos, but it was the same man. He was the poet who had written the poems as well, and the dream he floated. Holy shit. The title page, return by question mark? As said, it's not a poem, more like a title page for something. The name of the author has been thoroughly and violently scratched out. written above the title Campbell's Monomyth? Departure, Initiation, Return. Poem 18. Dark presence has been underlined. Wow. There is a coffee thermos, a flashlight, a box of ammo, 2 pages of poems. Holy shit, Remedy. Holy shit. Haunted house. Man outside shadows, dark coming, help me, more light. This is all by Samantha. No light, no light. Man, Sam Lake is just bored sometimes, man. Sam Lake is like, but what if we would do this? Holy shit, there's so much. It's crazy. There's another one, right? There is another one. Sirensociety.io. Well, you have to go to sirensociety.io. You found your way here, welcome. How do we reach you? Wait, you can sign up? What? What the shit is this? I don't really want to leave my phone number there. Yeah, what? This is bizarre. I will not leave my phone number there. Forget it. Siren Society. Maybe something music related? Because Alan Wake has so many songs now which are not basically by the old gods of Asgard. So maybe the person who is singing this right now, I definitely heard her multiple times in the Alan Wake like songs. So maybe it's like a female band, right? Where Old Gods of Asgard is basically the man metal band, you know, that they also now have the Sirens, which is an all women band, which is a little bit more jazz kind of thing. That's the idea. At least that's what I would assume. I would take a look at that off stream. Or when we are done with this. This is fantastic. But yeah. I mean, we see it's kind of interesting. We see a lot of gaming companies also realize that they are pretty good at making music when they have a good music department and all that. Like, look at Riot Games. Holy shit, Riot Games is now a music company who is occasionally putting out a video game. And Remedy, like Alan Wake 2, and before that, was really good with music, so why not build on that? And if you were looking at, like, the Alan Wake soundtrack on Spotify, like, let me show you this for everyone who's interested. Ooh. Like, ignoring Gods of Asgard, right? We ignore Gods of Asgard here for a hot second. But if you are looking at the in-between title screens and the in-between title music, yo, that's pretty good. That's really good. Right? So I could totally see that. Why not?
The lake house was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. "I know you're here," they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home. Their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
And they had this page. And they did not act on it. Oh, is that password again? 685299? Oh, that's right. Wow. Wow. Okay. I didn't have to zoom in like that. Letters from Darling. Diana, I just received a letter from Darling about a request you made to bring in live subjects. What are you thinking? Do you know how that looks? What did he say? Was it approved? No, he refused. You know, protocol does not allow this sort of thing, and he says he will be making a trip to the lake house to check in on us soon. Like we are children. This is very bad for our reputation, Diana. Please, if you have an idea like this, come to me first. Wow. And then they didn't talk for like 5 years? Diana, considering the details on the new page we have found, I believe we need to abandon the research into Alan Wake's writing. We must not endanger our staff. Oh. Don't pretend like you're worried about them, Jules. You're just looking out for your own ass. The fact that the pages are detailing future events means they're the correct method. We have to learn how to harness their power and dedicate events to meet our goals, not wakes, whatever those might be. The ATDs are producing better and better results. We just need to keep doing all the work. No, Diana. I'm looking at the page right now. Constant imbalance. Out of control. A crack in the lake house. If we continue with this research, we will lose our facility. Perhaps more than that. What is the point in succeeding if we are dead? I'm ahead of research here, and I forbid you from proceeding. You can't forbid anything. You're not going to keep me from the most important work of my life. If you're too much of a coward to keep pushing ahead, then finish what we set out to do here alone. We have plenty of ongoing lines of research. I suggest you pick one and leave Wake's writing to me. You have always needed more than I needed you. Wow. Official complaint. Hello, Dr. Marmont. I received your formal complaint about Jules' behavior. You claim he is maliciously keeping research material away from your team, but he says he has simply been misplaced. I understand you are frustrated, but I recommend giving his team a week or so to find the pages and return them to your team. If the issue persists at that point, then let's discuss your desire to escalate this issue. Does that sound agreeable? Never mix love and work. I mean, yeah, no, yeah. Here's the thing. I said it yesterday, and I love to say it again because this warrants repeating. The FBC is shit.
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But there may be truth in the cliche. It's no secret Rudolph Lane has been unhappy here for years. But, the aggregate data shows his art's viability score trending upward over time. If Jules hadn't neglected to hold regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion.
Holy shit.
Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. Need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
Holy shit. Wow. Wow. I'm looking forward to shoot her into the face. All right. Let's do the switcheroo. F me.
Book the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized?
Okay, we already have that.
That is really fucking rich, Jules.
This doesn't look like Lane's style.
Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work.
Who's that?
The exact pages that I need to reference have
What?
just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if
She is not happy.
then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the
That looks really
receivers
cool.
or both.
But
It's the
who
same
did
thing
this?
in principle.
Interesting.
He booked the lab.
What?
Some big
Is that
experiment
her?
tomorrow. I can't find the
Oh,
details
Casper
anywhere.
Darling.
That bastard is hiding them.
I couldn't stop thinking about
All
this new
those
direction
years
from the
he
lake house
steals
after I
credit
got
from
back to
my
New York.
ideas and
I
my
heard
work,
pivoting
and
to
now he's
researching
scared of being
thresholds.
plagiarized?
Reality
Oh, that is
manipulation effect
really
wasn't too much of a
fucking
shock
rich,
for you.
Jules.
It seemed like you work on a
Oh, and he's
containment
reportedly
darling, so I
misplaced the
decided.
manuscript pages I need for my work.
Shut up!
Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference
You can
have just
designate the
vanished.
artist as P6 in your
He
records.
is actively
Okay.
impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab?
I love that.
And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers
I love
or
that this
misaligning
project's on my
the
body.
receivers or both.
It's such a crazy thing.
It's the same thing in principle.
Why do I have a bad feeling I would not reach that elevator? Oh. Maybe I do. I would have thought something is trying to stop me. Let's finally go to level 5. So, elevator, could you not disappear again? I would appreciate that.
The color was pure. The fire made them see.
Oh, Jesus. 2, 3, 4.
Sublevel 5.
Fuck my life.
No.
Yep.
The Marmonts had opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold.
Yep.
It was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
Yep. Hi, buddy. Oh. Oh. Thanks. Uh-oh. I think he's dead already. Maybe that's some art show? She really hated him. To go back to what Chad said, don't mix love with work.
Typical fucking Mormons.
Oh, great. How did you hit me? You know what? You need some shotgun. That's right.
The threshold's about to finish her. Where'd she go?
Where did she go?
I needed more problems.
Oh, goody! Don't throw that stone.
Why did you idiots think this was a good idea?
Okay. 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 Bluff her. In all seriousness. I hope there's not another one coming because I'm looking bad on health, I'm looking bad on ammo.
I know what the Marmonts did to you, to Rudolph Lane. I will do whatever I can to make sure this kind of thing doesn't happen again.
A putrid weight he could never wash away.
The threshold is tearing itself apart. I need to shut this down. The Marmonts are dead. I don't know if that's any sort of consolation, but it's done.
The pain, it was all over him.
Yeah, it was.
Look, I'm sorry. I know you didn't make a choice here. It's not fair, but I have to shut this threshold down before it fractures.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koska, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake!
Yeah, that's the vision. Okay.
After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake. But for a moment, I was somewhere else. I saw
this
Alan
dude.
Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough.
Yeah.
Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmonts were monsters way before the Shadow got to them.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
Ooh. Remember those social constructs? So. End of chapter. What? Well, apparently we have more. I assume?
We wrote so many things, wrote them for you and me. We're here standing on a precipice.
I assume the sirens?
But that only comes after. For this was the end This was the end of an era. This was the sum of my body of work. When I'll be long gone, you can hold this together, and you can take it or leave it. Everything that comes after, and we'll always have this. All these moments that led us here, all this joy and these heartaches, they're woven into our very fabric.
Yeah, we'll not skip this. I saw some content creators skipping the awesome music of the chapters, and I'm like, odd. Yeah, pretty sure this is the Sirens. I have to admit, definitely more an Old Gods of Asgard fan. Not that it's bad, just my music style, you know. I had an empathic take on the moments. What was my empathic take? Still a good song. Oh, the emotions, yeah. All right. Is that it? Continue.
Deep press, deep press.
What? Oh yeah, this is it, I think. Wow. But why? What?
Clock stopped, and another shoe was dropped.
What?
What a mess. Deep press. 60 breaths, forget all the rest. Sharp pain. There's something in the way.
Saga Anderson. We have not heard her. Why is she?
60 breaths, forget all the rest.
Dylan Faden.
Go, I gotta let go.
What have I missed?
That I've ever known. Deep press. Slow, gotta take it slow.
What have I missed?
That's the fastest way that
I have missed something.
60 breaths till the pain subsides. 60 breaths till I'm fine.
What?
60 breaths, swallow all my pride. And just like that, I've arrived. I feel like I'm floating on air. I'm finding worlds everywhere.
But we have done everything.
I feel like
What could I have missed?
the nightmare can't have my dream. I feel like I'm floating.
Maybe something is coming afterwards.
I'm finding worlds everywhere. I feel like I'm floating on air. The nightmare can't
So
have my dream. Cannot have my dream. Gaslight.
it was alright.
Something isn't right. It might be best to feel
I
deep press. 60 breaths.
expected a little bit more. Not gonna lie. I would have loved to see more, like, I think my biggest gripe here is a bit that it has been now 5 years since the Control incident, and the Darkest House is still does it have achievements? Yeah, I've deactivated the achievements on Epic. I have to look it up. Because they are playing always a horrible sound. Absolutely horrible sound and all that. No, I would have hoped to get a little bit more information about what happened after Control. Like, this was clearly an FBC DLC, and it was not helping. Like, there was zero information about the FBC. You know, like, oh yeah, the oldest house is still under lockdown, and you go, huh? Yeah, I don't think there's a game after this. Maybe a cutscene? I wonder if we have Hideo Kojima here again. No. Probably not. Yeah, for everyone wondering, Hideo Kojima is in Control. But going back to it, it was alright. I would have, like, it's fascinating how often, like, I said it before and I say it again. The FBC is shit when it comes to the threshold. Like, you're reading through the reports, and you just realize they know nothing. They have been researching everything for 6-7 years, or nearly a decade even, and they came up with basically nothing. And they started to even, and I think that was the problem, right? They came up with nothing, which then started them to force results. And they became more and more desperate, right? Like, when you are researching something for nearly 10 years and you come up with nothing, I think that builds pressure. And they, of course, tried to amend that, and that was also like a way to let the darkness in, right? Like, we know that the darkness can manipulate a lot of views, and can manipulate very easy when people are in doubt, when they're in doubt of their work, especially. I mean, Alan Wake, right? So yeah, I still don't believe that the Mormons were necessarily hating each other, but they were both definitely feeling the pressure of not succeeding. And the threshold darkness thingy would just utilize that. Because we have seen it. We have seen it with Alan Wake. We have seen it in Alan Wake 2 with the characters here. We have seen it with the FBI agent even, right? Who was also failing in his job and all that, and the darkness immediately was using that. Like the darkness has a nick for that. Oh yeah, PoE. PoE. Yep. Made 60 breaths. That makes sense. End of an era. Lyrics. Sam Lake. What is end of an era? Why have I not... What? Sam Lake is singing? What have I missed? I'm slowly getting... Okay. Wait. What? Let me see if I can go back. I have missed something. Can I go back? I think not. I think I'm trapped. Yeah. Okay. Well, that sucks. We could go back a little bit further. But we have done everything. What the hell? Okay. So that was an hour ago. I will rush through this very quickly. We have to activate this. I will see what I can do. I will ignore everything else. I will see if I can go to the elevator, get the level 3 card. Like, I don't know what I have missed. Yeah. I definitely... Okay. You know what? To YouTube. How did I miss this?
Playing,
Shut up, Dan. Love you, but shut up, Dan. Did he finish it? Did finish it. Oh yeah, I apparently missed before the end fight. Wow. That sucks. Yeah, right before the end fight. I basically missed the thing. Can we get there quick? I mean, I know what to do now. Let's see if we can go there quickly. I don't have to fight those.
Lockdown lifted. You are now safe to resume working.
Right, I can just
Escavez, come in.
eat it.
Facility. Sub-level 1.
Yeah.
You copy?
No, turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
141. Tony talking.
Wait, where's the elevator? Oh, that's right. I needed the card. I will waste some ammo here. I'm not planning to do the end fight again, so wow, I can't even remember there was so many enemies. Damn, man. So I now need some ammo because there was a big enemy. Yeah, apparently I missed it. Ugh, this sucks. Oh, that is a lot of ammo for the pistol, though. Yeah, apparently I missed something. Like, the good thing is, this will go fast. That's what he said. So let's do that. Fortunately, no ammo for the shotgun.
My team was on sub-level 1. I knew they were in danger.
Did I need to go in there? No, right? There was nothing in there. So I could just... Wait, clear it? Yeah. Yeah. I don't need to go there. I don't have to fight the dude.
Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods? No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Hey, we got some shotgun ammo. Nice.
Sub-level?
Hi!
You fucking bastard! Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow.
I mean, that name is not
I should get that gun while I'm up here.
Came up with that.
Yeah, I know where to go, so... Again. And we also don't have to read through the things anymore, so we can actually do this in 50 minutes. That is something positive. let's grab the gun. What was it? There it is. And the level 3 keycard.
Okay, this should get me down to sub-level 5.
Yep.
And this should get me past any other problems.
Yep. Do we have more ammo here? Not really. Yeah, we'll not fight those things in here. Actually, we can just go back here, right? And then change the... Yeah, screw that. I have no intentions. Dum dum. Dum 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 dum. Wait, no. Also, I know that they are not following us in certain rooms, so you can definitely speedrun this. Nope. Nope. I think we have to go to 4
The
first.
Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Mirror, please hold.
This isn't the floor I wanted.
So I have to talk to him. Hi.
The Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shame of a man.
I think you are, or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself, a self-portrait, make them see.
Look, I might be able to help you. But I need information, cooperation.
No brush, just himself.
So, oh yeah, the page. Let's not miss out on that.
Was done.
Not missing out on that. So, level 4 and level 5. This is level 4.
4.
Oh, we cannot go back from here. Because the stupid elevator must disappear. Yes. Yes. So, we have to do that whole shtick again. Great. Let's do some saving here. The problem is I don't know where I had to go here.
Come on.
Yeah, apparently so what we missed was in the middle of the room. Which is interesting. Oh, come on. Are we doing this? We are doing this. I don't really see a reason to fight. Right? Oh boy, big guy. Nope. We're actually pretty close to where I want to be. This was faster than I expected. Funny enough, and we're already at the end. Okay, let me check something. Yeah, how did I miss that? Okay. So that's apparently now the part I missed.
Booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit for my ideas and my work. And now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping
She didn't say that when we were here.
And I don't know, just inverting the
We
amplifiers
looked at
or
all the
misaligning
same
receivers or both.
pictures.
It's the same
She did
thing
not
in
say
principle.
there is a light cord here, and I completely missed that. Right?
He booked the lab. Some big experiment tomorrow.
Quick lesson on light switch cords.
I can't find the details
If you find
anywhere.
The rule of three.
pull it 3 times.
Bastard is hiding them.
Yep.
All those.
The Ocean View Motel is a dimensional intersection.
Yeah.
The doors from the lobby can lead anywhere. But I didn't end up in the lobby this time, which was definitely unusual.
That is very unusual. Yeah, she didn't say the light cord. I missed the light cord because blind mole, and so we completely missed this part. Hated that. Hated that. That's a new symbol. What is that? Whoa. Is this the oldest house? Yes, it is. Whoa. That's Dylan as the head of the director? There's the...
Panopticon.
Yeah,
But the Panopticon is at
the oldest house.
headquarters. Yeah.
What?
In a forest, the sun is shining, birds are calling. I feel dirt beneath my feet, a breeze. Everything smells like rain. I'm not here. I'm in a forest, sunlight on my face. Birds are flying past, leaves rustle in the wind. In a forest, not here. Stars, trees are everywhere. A field of flowers.
I definitely missed that. Wait, P6? But what wasn't P6 the artist?
I'm Agent Kieran Estevez, Federal Bureau of Control. Identify yourself.
He has hair.
It's quiet.
Who are you?
It's been a long time since I've seen anyone.
What?
This is an FBC containment unit. Why is the Bureau detaining you?
I'm where I belong.
Oh boy.
Everyone I meet here is either a painting or a paracriminal.
Fair enough.
There's a sign over there for the Panopticon. The Panopticon's only in New York, in HQ. Is this the oldest house?
I think that's where I am.
So you are inside the oldest house.
What the shit?
Is anyone else alive?
He's also speaking normal.
I can't.
It's a waste of time. Hey, this is important. FBC headquarters went dark 4 years ago.
Yeah.
What exactly happened in there?
We were attacked. No, no, not again. Not yet. No, 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 no.
Hey, stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
What attacked the oldest house? I need to know.
Something's changing.
What?
Outside. Can you feel it? I can hear it. It's getting worse. You can't stay, can you?
Hold on. I need to know if I could.
Tell Jesse I tried. I really did.
Whoa.
Is that really the oldest house?
I got chills.
He booked the lab.
Holy
Some
shit.
big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the
At least my
details
voice is back to
anywhere.
normal.
Well, that was some Control 2 thingy. Well, glad that I didn't miss that. Wow. I would have been really pissed about that. Damn. Yeah, that was definitely some Control 2 shit. So wait, we are Dylan? Maybe in Control 2? Like, all right. Well, that is what I wanted. Yeah, we don't have to go further. There's nothing after this which would have changed. This was the only thing I missed, which was pretty substantial remedy. Make it more visible next time. Thanks. This was a very big miss. Holy shit. That was a super big miss. Like, what the hell, man? Thankfully, I could go here very quickly. Right? I could actually go here very, very quickly, all things considered. It took me what, 15 minutes, 20 minutes at best. So it wasn't too dramatic. But yeah, damn, that was some that was already worth it. The Control 2 announcement. But yeah, it seems like we are now playing Dylan, or at least Dylan tried, and something is changing on the outside. So does that mean something got out, or the hiss got out? It's so here's the interesting part. After Control, we don't really know what happened, all that. The oldest house was still in lockdown, and the hiss did not just went away, because we know that Firebreak exists also, which is in the oldest house, and which plays after the whole Control incident. And this was definitely not in the past, because Dylan had hair. Dylan had a beard. In Control, he was bald, right? He also seemed to be much more in control of his action. Right? So I have a lot of questions. Yeah, this was definitely a big miss. Like, she didn't saw, like, I watched at the same pictures I did. The tree, the dude with the face, and the other picture, and then the thing which was on the ground. And he didn't say the light switch, and I moved on from that because I was positioned in an angle where I could miss it. Wow, I would have been really pissed. Glad that I looked it up very quickly to see. Like, glad that I saw the voice actor, Dylan. And I was like, wait, Dylan? That's weird. So I did go to YouTube very quickly to see if there is something. And I saw Dance Gaming, because that was the first thing YouTube gave me. And Dance Gaming stood there in the same room and was like, oh, a light cord. I was like, wait, a what? So, thanks, Dan. Yeah. Looks really interesting. Like, there are a lot of questions I have now. But going back to this DLC very quickly, to give my thought on this. This was alright. Like, what people have to understand also, the DLCs are not expensive for this game. You can get both of the expansions. I don't know if that is still the case, but you can get both of the expansions for $10 together. So, technically speaking, this cost $5. This cost $5. And I have to say, for $5, getting about 2.5 to 3 hours out of it, and getting another 2 hours out of this one, I think that is more than okay, right? Yeah. So for everyone who doesn't know how this works, for whatever absolutely weird reason, Remedy decided they're not selling the DLCs separately. You only can get the DLCs by buying the deluxe edition. Thankfully, the deluxe edition is just another $10 on top. Right. But it's a little bit weird. Like, I was weirded out when I was looking for the lake house, and I was on Epic, and I was like, where the hell is the lake house here? Nowhere. Nowhere. It's a bit confusing. It's a bit confusing. But, so, the DLC itself was alright. I would have loved to get a little bit more information. Like, maybe they don't know yet. Maybe when they made the lake house, at the point they were not 100% done with the story. Right? Maybe they didn't want to give too much away. Because we don't know when Control 2 is coming. I don't expect Control 2 for the next 3 years. I will be honest. This is why we are getting Firebreak next year. And then the following year, we will get probably the first announcement of Control 2. And then afterwards, the year it will release. That's my estimate timeline for all of this. I would love to see it faster. But also because Remedy loves their motion capture. And has to get like all the actors together. Let's hope that this time none of the actors is dying. That would be great for the actors. And also great for the game. Yeah. But yeah. The Lakers was alright. I think, again, for $10 or for $5, right? If you play both DLCs, and you should. But even for $10, I was alright. I cannot complain. If this would have been a $20 expansion or something like some publishers would have done, I would have been up in arms here already and make multiple videos about why the gaming industry is going to shit. Right? Like, but with the price they're asking for this, $10 for 2 expansions in total, the time was alright. The time was alright. Yeah. What I will say, kind of weird, before the Lake House was announced and released, Sam Lake was posting some pictures of motion capturing, and he was also doing some motion capturing and stuff. And he was like, alright, that's a wrap with Alan Wake 2 for motion capturing. Sam Lake was not in this. So, yeah, weird. And no, this time I'm pretty sure I have not missed anything. I hope. But yeah, it was definitely the most horror-esque. It was definitely more spooky than Alan Wake, which also had to do that the first enemy was invincible. Right, and you cannot fight that and all that. And yeah. I think it was alright. Again, I would have just wished to have a little bit more control infos, like something. What? I have never seen this. Let's watch this together. The final draft. What is the final draft? Final draft. Beware of Alan Wake 2 spoilers. Let's watch it. So this is the actual ending of Alan Wake 2 if you finish New Game Plus, lol, New Game Plus, aka the final draft. If you don't want to see this, now is your chance to bow out. If you don't, well, if you do, then yeah, let's do this. Let's watch this.
Alan?
Saga, I finished it. The ending we talked about.
I have the clicker and the bullet of light. Let's do this. I have to be the one to do it.
I see it clearly now. This part at least. Okay. We have met here before. Time loops in the dark place. Every choice you make affects everything that comes before and after you make it. He's here. Like it does when you change a detail in a story you're writing.
Casey?
Scratch! Now!
When the bullet of light blew the darkness out of the crater of my skull, the dark presence was born from the remains, feeding on the horror around it to grow. It found me writing. It tapped into me, influenced me. I was lost in my work. The link was severed when I finished Return, but the dark presence was hungry for more. And I was missing the small part of myself that it had been born from. Alice, love is strange. Even apart, we're still together in our memories. We put each other through hell to set us free. Again and again. Different versions of us. Alice helped me get there, where I needed to be. It has taken so long. The process to change reality is so delicate. To be true in just the right way and still find a way past our flaws. So many drafts, so many photographs, so many lives lived outside of time. An eternity apart on this journey to finally arrive here.
Is it over? Anderson?
Yes. That's new.
Logan? Logan! Are you alright?
I had a terrible nightmare. Can you come home, Mom?
Oh, baby. It's over now. You're alright. I'm here. I'm on my way home. I love you. She's alright.
Wait. You have a bullet in your
Scratch is gone.
head. Aww.
At last.
Thank you, my love. And so I return. With me I bear the torch of knowledge, the light, the miracle illuminated, the master of two worlds. No, the master of many worlds.
Oh. So he is the master of many worlds and not Door? I have questions. Also, I clearly want to point out Remedy. That was shitty to put that in with a new game plus. Wow. That was that's kind of shitty, not gonna lie. Huh. Because if you remember when we played Alan Wake 2, that's basically how Alan Wake 2 ended, with the phone call, and that was the end. Now this is the true ending. I kind of understand, because in the base game they were talking about the loop and how Alan is going through the loop over and over and over again. So I understand that. But it's also a little bit cheap. That's a bit cheap. I'm glad that I watched it and not played it again. Like I liked Alan Wake 2, but yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, with that, we are done with Alan Wake 2. I like the lake house. Would have loved a little bit more FBC stuff. Like, definitely a little bit more. This was... Again, leads me to what I said very early on. The FBC is shit. As an organization, that thing is shit. Like, to screw up the lake house like that, the oldest house now seems to be also ass. Like, ugh. FBC is just whatever they touch. It's kind of like they thirst for. This is why I'm so interested in to see what is now happening. That the old guard changed after Control, and this is what I hope to hear a little bit about. That we are finding out what happened exactly after Control, and they swapped out the old guard mostly. And that there would be a little bit more of a change of pace, how the Federal Bureau of Control is working. And we have no knowledge about that. If we are looking at the lake house, it was the opposite, right? For the pursuit of knowledge, they were pushing even harder. And as I said before, I truly believe, like, even when they started the experiments with the painting, when they started the experiments with duplicating Alan's writing, maybe that was just the darkness, which in the end tried to control or to create its own stories, right? We know that the darkness was very much trying to control Alan's Wake writing because it was so afraid of what he could do. This is why Scratch was a thing, and why the darkness basically always tried to influence Alan in the stories he was write. This is why Alan was also confined them to horror stories and all that, because it was the darkness who could assert a little bit of control on Alan, but not fully control how he was writing. And I assume that the darkness was looking for other venues of how to change the writing of Alan and how to control what he is doing, right? Through writing. Like, first they were painting, then they were doing the writing thing, artificial writing, aka AI writing. And then they were going back to finding an author which was similar to Alan Wake, but still not the same. And they like, I really get the feeling that the darkness was trying to just doesn't need Alan Wake anymore. Which would make sense. But yeah, from a control perspective, this was relatively tame. I'm definitely looking forward to Control 2. How long that ever takes. We would definitely check out Firebreak when it comes around. And yeah. That's it from me now. Which is good. Because then I can use my bottle. I can go use my bottle. And I also have to prepare some stuff here very quickly. Folks, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. The whole VODs are available on my YouTube channel here, of course. There will be some shorts popping up here and then on this YouTube channel, and of course on my TikTok. I know both you don't watch shorts, but just putting that out there. That means I will probably not be back tomorrow. I wasn't really expecting to finish the lake house today. I wasn't expecting that. I really didn't. Like I was definitely surprised when I saw that the expansion is only 3 hours long at best. Oh yeah, I got access to Arc Raiders. Don't really care too much for it. I would test it off stream, and if I deem it interesting, I might do a stream tomorrow with it. But don't expect anything. Will be on short notice. Then I will be back next week at some point. Cannot tell you when, as always. All the other things are more important. My other channels. But I can definitely tell you we will be back next week with Dragon Age the Veilguard, which I cannot tell you when, and that will be on the Mole RP channel, not on this one. Nope, Mole RP channel. Dragon Age the Veilguard, if not sooner, then definitely on release. And then we have also the Monster Hunter Wild open beta coming up next week, which we will also check out. So there will be some streams next week, 100%. But probably more at the end of the week and when I know when and all that. Yep. This was fun. I love Remedy games. Just do. All right, folks. I'm out of here. My crap is waiting. So with that said, I see you soon. I keep you posted. Thanks so much for being here. Bye-bye. Ka-ching!